What's up, guys? Welcome to part 3 of Healing with my mom. Say hi.
Hi. Hello.
So, question today. I was thinking about, what questions to ask, and it just dawned on me. I wanted to ask my mom if at any point when she was maybe being emotionally distant or not being there, for me in certain ways, like we've talked about already, was it ever intentional? Was it ever intentional? The reason why that popped into my head is because I think as children, we do think that it's intentional, which is why we internalize it. But then as we grow older, we realize, it was maybe not. So I'll let my mom answer. Was there any times that you felt like, you were intentionally withholding love from me because of your own pain or trauma?
No, I really don't think so. I give that a little bit more thought or whatever, because then to me that would, you were my child, my daughter, the baby girl and all that stuff, regardless, how I felt about some of your behavior, which is not the best, very challenging. Take back the word not the best, and I'm judging, but anyway, it's just you had to be told more than once about something, so you were pushing, trying to get your way. So, but I don't think I took anything out on you. I didn't go in the room at night with my voodoo doll and put pins in it, but I just
I know, but I'm saying, like, could you tell that I was wanting more? Like, because I remember being like super clingy, like, and being like, can I lay with you, mom, or can we watch a movie? Because I just remember wanting that connection, like physically, like, and you weren't really a physically affectionate person.
No.
So I always wondered if it was like intentional, where you were like, just no, I don't want to hug you, or I guess like, why didn't you give me more physical affection?
No, I don't. I just think that was my makeup. What I'm reading on your chemistry, I'm reacting to the moment, and maybe not thinking that it was something
a big deal.
Yeah, that you needed something. This is your personality. Go sit down. Kind of a person, and so to punish you means that I would be in competition with you for some attention.
Yeah.
And so I didn't.
No, I know.
Okay. So I just tried to provide as much as possible.
So for, like, if we were going to think about like that book, The 5 Love Languages, then I guess at that time for you, like, a love language would be, I think one is like, well, I guess not gifts, not like, but just providing. Your love language was like providing financially. Like, if I'm giving you the roof over your head and the clothes, and then I'm providing. Then they know that I love them. But then as a child, from my perspective, I didn't care about like the material things. Obviously, I was grateful to have a roof over my head. I knew how important that was. But to me, like, love language was like affection and quality time, and that's still my love language today. And
and I think what you end up with is, what you need. You need that type of touchy-feely, warmy. Yeah. Okay, and so I didn't learn how to do that touchy-warmy feeling kind of stuff, basically, and I kind of like did a lot when you probably was more affectionate when you were young, a baby, because people just love babies, you know what I mean? But as you get older, it's more independence, and you kind of like push back. I don't have time for that kind of stuff, and especially if you're working, and especially if you're not probably receiving any of that either. So my memory, growing up, was never in a household that was seeking that. But I can go back in time through this and see myself going to my grandmother and telling my grandmother, Grandma, my dad don't love me. I did that,
and I said the same thing about you. I said the same thing about you.
Cry.
See how it's just a pattern, guys? Like,
so I would cry. My mama would say, your daddy loves you, but he never said that. I think I heard my father put his hand on my shoulder when I was 20 years old.
And that was like
affection. That was at my sister Pat's funeral. So he came to comfort me because it was not his child. My mother And my dad came, of course, to the funeral, and he kind of hugged me a little bit. I remember that. That's how significant that was. And I'm 70 and he's 90, and we can only say that he voluntarily touched me one time in his life, other than him taking care of me as a man, because he was they were divorced when I was 3, so my dad was putting diapers on me.
Yeah. No, I know. So, you guys, I don't know if
I'm sorry.
No, why are you sorry? Don't apologize. That's your truth. So my mom's 70, so she's talking about a memory that was 20. That when she was 20. So that's 50 years ago. She remembers that moment of like, wow, I felt this love and affection from her dad, and so it just goes to show you like how long things stay with us if we don't talk about it. And so I'm so thankful that you're willing to open up and talk about this, because we haven't talked this much in my entire life, and now in the last 6 months, this is the most that we've talked like this on a regular basis at this depth for my whole life. So thanks, Mom. Affection touching me now. All right, guys, well, we hope you enjoyed today, and happy healing. Have patience, compassion, and grace, and you can get through this, even if you're not as fortunate to have your parents either with you today to settle things, or they're just not willing to, and they're just not in a position. Just know that you can still find peace within yourself. And even if my mom, wasn't willing to chat with me, I still am going to find this happiness regardless. So it's always still with just you.